There's a catch-22 that I'm about to expose to you. The story you always hear is that online figures are radicalizing young men, turning them into misogynists, and that traditional values are oppressive and toxic. The reality is that much of what passes today is Christianity.
Yeah, but you also have to understand we're in a time right now where men get no empathy at all. Like, first of all, have you ever seen a man come back from construction, working his job or whatever the case might be? He's at home, house full of kids and everything, but for some reason, he's in the corner eating food by himself, knowing that he only has about 2 hours of free time before he has to go to sleep and wake up again tomorrow. No one shows Papa any love. The depression of men is real, but there's no empathy for us right now. It's all about, I'm a woman, I can do whatever I want, I can destroy my family, the destruction of the nuclear family is good, men are bad, boys are bad, they're yucky, stinky. Bro, civilization is cooked right now.
Christianity is simply feminized, and that's why any sort of criticism gets instantly labeled as toxic or uncharitable.
This is one of the biggest problems in Protestant churches, is that there's lots and lots of women who want to leverage their faith to buy a new reputation. They will move into kind of weaker churches where they can keep the progressive attitudes. And what they're really looking for is not being judged. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be judged.
And I don't deal well with judgment. I'm a very rebellious person when it comes up to judgment.
And so a religion that is about repentance and high standards gets turned into a virtue signaling competition on who can be the least critical. The historical data is beyond obvious. Christian teaching on women was clear, structured, and unapologetic. It emphasized modesty, distinct roles within the family, and a visible separation from the moral assumptions of the surrounding culture. Now compare that to the present. Today, it's increasingly common to find self-identified Christian women who affirm abortion, support Skittles relationships, and adopt modern views on gender and sexuality. And this is an
Bro, you guys are adopting the religion in which they say they advise against that. You can't commit murder. An abortion thing? No, bro, go read the Bible. That's not allowed there. So then explain to me, what is it, this faith that you guys are using it? Did you go, essentially, if we break it down, they were in a hoe phase, and then they said, I need to repent for all the sins I did as a hoe. And then boom, they come to Christ, and they say, oh, as long as I repent to Christ and ask forgiveness for my sins, everything I did before gets washed away. Yes, this is true. But what you have to understand is you have to actually practice the religion. Read your Bible, okay? Don't glorify religion as some sort of grift with a Bible verse in your bio, yet you still have the OnlyFans link down there. Because that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. You can't use the religion as some sort of guard and shield against, oh, I'm still a OF ho, but Christ now is holding my hand to the subscription button. Come on, man. This world is dangerous. This is all satanic, dude.
Anecdotal. According to Pew Research, among Christians aged 18 to 29, 61% of women say abortion should be legal. They are around twice as likely to say Skittles behavior should be accepted. And on Transformers issues, the gap is even wider. The truth that nobody talks about is that none of this is some random accident of chance or the natural progression of life. But over the last 60 years, there's been a deliberate plan to capture and subvert Christian institutions that hold even remotely traditional views. So if the narrative is that online Christian men are being radicalized, why does the paper trail and the data say the opposite? Well, there's only one reason, and that's because there is an agenda. And if they didn't want us to know that, they wouldn't be telling us to our faces. The Luz Foundation, which I'll get to more on in a bit, funded Columbia University's Center for Democracy, Toleration, and Religion, a progressive initiative explicitly aimed at injecting Skittles ideology, feminism, and progressive values into traditional Christian institutions through clergy and scholars.
The man said Skittles ideology. I just understood what he meant by that. The Levitical plus. Bro, listen, I will tell you this. These ideas of feminism, if you look at the current marketplace, the workplace right now, most jobs are because of the feminist movement. If you like something like being a social media manager, essentially the modern day office is like a daycare for grown women. They go there 12 hours a day. They don't like their job. They come home. They yell at their husband. They're on birth control. So they're attracted to men who are not very masculine, pudgy looking, that stream and play video games all day. Ugh, you guys, come on. It's not even that the women don't like masculine dudes. It's like their birth control is making them go against it.
To make him more quote-unquote tolerant and compliant with modern secularism.
3 years in ministry, he is now officially ordained and says he's the first openly gay pastor.
Oh my god, it all just clicked in my head. It all just clicked in my head. Dude, it's so deep. The conspiracy theory is so deep here. Okay, if the women on birth control are only attracted to sort of pudgy, feminine-looking men, right? Then the people who then absorb the red pill and want to be all super masculine and super strong and everything, then they're leaning more towards a masculine man. So the girl that you're trying to hit up at the club after you've been working on your games for 6 months, she doesn't like you because she's not attracted to you because of the hormones from the birth control. It's a lose-lose battle. It's a lose-lose battle. No matter how hard you work out, she can't like you, dude. She's on the birth control thing. And the majority of these women have been brainwashed to take it, dude. Fuck!
pastor in the Presbyterian Church in Greater Columbus.
It's okay to be who you are, and it's to be inclusive, and it's to be loving, and it's to be missional.
There's many NGOs and private corporate donors, in fact, who allocate large portions of their budget towards the infiltration of various churches around the country, especially you've seen mega churches, right? Protestant mega churches.
Fordham University, ran by the Jesuits, hosted the 2023 Outreach LGBTQ Ministry Conference, where panels promoted the idea of female and Skittles clergy, reinterpreting the Bible to co-sign Skittles activities, and how the church should better affirm Skittles Catholics.
So I'll explain how this is done. They call it clergy.
Bro, go read the book of Deuteronomy. Go read the book of Deuteronomy. Go read the book of Deuteronomy and tell me what it says. Oh my
right?
goodness.
So what they'll do is they'll come in and say, hey, look, we want to train your clergy for the problems of modernity. You know, we'll have professional psychologists come in. They'll assist with the training and this and that. And what it actually does is it erodes the system over time.
So-called theologians like Natalia Imperatori-Lee publicly celebrate young women's passions for quote-unquote women's equality in the church and praise activism that confronts male-led hierarchies.
Feminist theologians use a methodology that involves deconstructing problematic issues, searching the tradition for alternatives, and reconstructing those in a liberative key, utilizing the social sciences and other disciplines, and then building back up.
These are the same people and the same foundations that are receiving millions and millions of dollars from institutional hierarchies.
Lots of things in the tradition that we have to say, you know, it's not good news, and we have to find a coherent way. I mean, I think that's a theme in all of my courses. The church just changed. That's okay, because it's the trads. They both.
Excuse me? She can't even say the words that came out of her mouth, bro. You know what's also crazy about this, bro? Guess who are the people who made Lindsay Clancy a millionaire off this case? Guess who the people are, bro? They are good old Christian white folk. White women. Christian white women, bro. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure that the thing that this lady did deserves some sort of penalty. Death penalty might be crazy, but she's definitely guilty and needs to go away for time. But who's supporting her and saying, you go, girl, post-traumatic stress disorder, no, have empathy for her? Yeah, dude, it's all the Christian white women, bro. Oh my God. And guess what? They're all feminists, too. It's crazy, bro. I'm not a hater of females, bro. Love and protect all women at all costs, but this is getting out of hand.
Share a pure version of Catholicism that I don't think is tenable long term. You have to have that complicated view. I don't see another way out of that. And feminism is just one way.
That's good for women to have the right to vote, the right to work. I think that Catholics and Christians can take some kind of form of feminism that seeks that equality, and there's nothing wrong with that.
And if you think this is something recent, this is nothing new, and we'll get to that. But the fact is, these videos take weeks to produce each, and I'm currently
Okay, nigga, I get it.
This is real and this is all just a conspiracy. Well, we don't have to look far to see the effects of this pop Christianity everywhere. Just look at two of the most popular so-called Christian female influencers promoting modest clothing under 3 Nails clothing to millions of followers.
We are always looking for pieces that feel like us, something we can move in.
Bro, you're supposed to be a good girl, dress modestly. What is this? Stuff for law, bro. Yo, Abdul, get the rocks. Get the rocks, bro. Allah Akbar! This is crazy. Yo, may Allah guide them, bro. Inshallah, may Allah guide them. Oh, bro. We need these Christian white women to start wearing hijabs. We need these Christian white women to start wearing hijabs, bro. Astaghfirullah.
Feel confident in and still reflect our values. That's why we've been loving the new collection from 3 Nails. It's activewear that's modest, comfortable, and made for real movement.
How?
Whether it's a morning workout or just showing up with intention. These pieces were built to...
The booty is out. The booty is out. How is this modest, dude? Oh my gosh, bro. I'm misquoting this Bible verse, but there's a Bible verse that says that in the end times, the women will appear to be as if they are dressed, but they are truly will be naked or something. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing, but this is it. It'll look like they're wearing clothing, but they're not. They're in the nude. There's no imagination here, dude. Everything is tight. Everything is very tight in the right places. Very tight. Well, come on, dude. Where's her hijab?
To support you in it. 3 Nails is all about faith-forward living, and this collection speaks to all who carry strength with softness and purpose in everything they do. Check out the new drop from 3 Nails.
Even the comments raise their eyebrows. This looks like any other gym clothing. Seems like a comedy skit. One points out the seriousness of invoking Christ's crucifixion so casually. Now, the problem goes much deeper, and the crazy part is that the title, Girls Gone Bible, literally directly borrows from pornography culture, applying it to scripture. Like, how does anyone think that this is appropriate?
Following the Lord, like following God, is not easy. It's not easy. It's countercultural.
So we have a lot of very modest pieces. You know, even the swimwear that we have is very modest.
What is holy is repackaged for attention. Christianity becomes internal, claiming to be about
say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
And is separated.
And we always say, come as you are, just don't stay that way. Let Jesus invade your life and change everything.
But Christ warns, by their fruit you shall know them, and that our heart is not separate from the rest of our body.
Because you see a trend, and a lot of men who have been traditional their whole lives and have now worked and achieved some degree of success, they say, yeah, but how do I know that the women who are closer to my age, who now say that they want to be a stay-at-home wife or a mom, or they want a more traditional...
Bro, you judge them by their Instagram. I'm telling you right now, it has never failed me. If you look at a shorty's Instagram and you can't show this girl's Instagram to your mom, it's over. It's a wrap. That means that don't even approach. She's a soldier of Shaitan, and you should not approach her, bro. This is crazy. This is wild. You know what? Christianity is one of those religions, because it's become so ridiculized in like the mainstream sphere in America. It's one of those things where it's like you can just claim Christianity and grift it. What happened to Brittany Renner when she tried to grift being Islamic, dude? What happened? Wearing the hijab and everything, but won't change her ways. Bro, she switched up real quick. She tried to grift Islam and be like, oh, I'm Islamic now. Come on, bro. You won't last a day, bro. You won't last a day with us, dude. Allah Akbar! Then the Muslim community snatched that hijab back real quick.
Relationship when they live their whole life progressively in a feminist way. How do I know that they're being genuine? And so a lot of guys aren't willing to take that risk, and they're checking out.
We see the same pattern online with two sides of the same coin. On one, you have modern hoe culture trying to rebrand itself as Christianity, and on the other hand, you have performative trad wives.
And as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money. I see that as being actually masculine. That's like the man that I grew up with, my dad. But what we're seeing now is these young men who look at Andrew Tate and the Tate brothers. They're like, oh, great, that's a manly man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just more feminist nonsense, ultimately. And the covert feminism in society is big, especially on the conservative side. So here's what happens, right? Women need to have feminine virtues for men to be pursuing masculine virtues, for you to say things like, what I want is for men to protect me and I want men to make money. Well, that's great. What that ends up doing is it gives you a set of privilege in society. What do men get? What do men get for doing that for you? What are we getting from women for doing that? Are we getting chaste virgins on our wedding night? No, we're not getting...
No, you're not. You are getting a wife who will discombobulate your children while you're gone.
Chaste virgins on our wedding night. Are we getting women
and then jump out the window?
No, we're not getting women of great virtue. The idea of courtly love is supposed to be done for women of great virtue. Where are they? Well, they're nowhere. When female conservative influencers say,
yeah, bro, we're in a time right now where it's like, unfortunately, I've been able to use my information and data and feedback to analyze that. When you're talking to these modern day shorties, bro, they want to be disrespected. They want to cheat on their man. They want to party. Girls want to have fun. This is the modern day society. If you want to date her, take her out for dates, respect her, she doesn't like that. She's not akin to that. It's so foreign to her that the idea of being treated with respect, she's like, nah, it's scary to me. I want to get bopped out real quick tonight. That's it, bop me out tonight. So then I can wake up tomorrow and say, oh, I didn't take that body. Didn't take it. Come on, man. Quit playing with me, dog.
Say this. It's actually a form of covert feminism. They're saying, I want privilege in society. But what is it women are giving to men to get it? What?
These so-called traditional conservative Christian women come out on television in a face full of makeup and demand traditional values from a man, while wanting to keep modern values for themselves whenever it feels convenient. And if you want to see how outsiders of Christianity see this type of apparent hypocrisy,
ridiculous.
Look no further.
When you sit here and you go, you'll be more fulfilled doing this and spend all your time doing that, we would love for you to leave the public eye and go focus on what makes you fulfilled. Okay.
Even figures that brand themselves as traditional end up rewriting history, like Lila Rose, who claims that stay-at-home motherhood is modern.
A man is provider, woman is a stay-at-home mom. That's a modern idea. That is not a traditional idea, my friends.
While simultaneously getting involved in scandals regarding sexualizing Catholic priests on her podcast.
Father Mike Schmitz. I showed him to a girlfriend who's not Catholic, and she's like, when's mass?
But even the very people who are supposed to be on our team as so-called conservative further platform and amplify this trend. Take the quintessential example of Nala Ray, an OnlyFans model who claims she converted to Christianity while still promoting immodest content and selling online courses criticized as theologically heretical. When called out by Orthodox Christians online, she went into defense mode, accusing everybody critical of her of being pharisaical.
If it was the case, really, that they were converting because they had made a mess of their life and they were sorry about it, you'd never hear from them again. Or you would hear one last name. You would just hear, I'm really sorry. And in humility and repentance, I'm going to go take some time with the church and my church to get my together. And maybe they come back in 5 years, great. And then you get the welcome, but you don't go, well, I went and got baptized at heresychurch.com, right? And now I'm going to tell you how to be the right kind of Christian.
Now, compare this to parallel examples we have of Orthodox female saints who were also once former prostitutes, like Mary of Egypt, who after her reversion cheated included decades of fasting, isolation in the desert, radical transformation. Only then was she recognized for her holiness. And the point isn't that everybody's called to such extreme ascetic struggles, but the difference is black on white. While the church always welcomes sinners, that doesn't mean that they get an instant platform, instant authority, instant influence. For many young women, these examples become their spiritual formation, not the church fathers, not the saints, and not liturgy. The real question is, how did these ideas spread so effectively, even within Christianity itself? The Easter Bonnet Rebellion. One of the most blatant public attacks on traditional Christian practice came in 1969 with the Easter Bonnet Rebellion. You'll see why this came about in a second, but before we get into this insane example of subversion, a word from this video's sponsor. If we're serious about...
Nigga, come on. What's up with these? You have like 5 sponsors?
Here's where all of this gets interesting and much more clear, because this didn't happen by accident. Christianity didn't drift into progressivism overnight. It was steered there through deliberate incentives, elite social engineering, and lots of money throughout the 20th century. Now, before we get to that, we need to understand something called ecumenism. There are generally understood to be 2 types. Real historical ecumenism, which means actual dialogue without sacrificing, changing, or watering down the core truths of the Orthodox faith. And the goal in that is unity in truth, not unity at any cost. And 2, geopolitical ecumenism. It uses the nice-sounding word unity as a tool to control and change the church, tossing truth and doctrine out the window for nice sounding unity. And it stops sounding so nice once we look into where exactly it originated. Here's how it actually works. Step 1. They create big organizations like the World Council of Churches that bring lots of different churches together under one roof. Step 2. They offer money, prestige, and influence. Seminaries, pastors, and leaders who go along with the program get grants, fancy professorships, media attention, and powerful friends. Step 3. They shift the main goal. Instead of quote-unquote stay faithful to historic Christianity, the new goal becomes visible unity, social justice, climate change, inclusivity, breaking down barriers, progressive agendas, and serving the world. Step 4. They slowly pressure everyone to compromise by tightening the screws. So how did this mechanism actually play out in history?
Riverside. It's 10th of September 1930, and then biggest bell in America starts journey to Laura Spelman Rockefeller Carillon, atop picturesque Riverside Memorial Church above the Hudson on Manhattan Island.
The Rockefellers poured millions of dollars into the World Council of Churches, the National Council of Churches.
Always the Rockefellers, bro. Always up to no good, dude. The 13 most powerful families, always doing just absolute nonsense. Treating us like the goyim that we are, dude.
Theological Seminary and Riverside Cathedral, among many other different institutions, to birth a new, soft, social gospel, new Christianity that prioritized global unity, interfaith dialogue, globalist agendas, and left-leaning causes over hard doctrine and world rejection. The amount of funding for this stuff from big institutions will blow your mind. Arcus Foundation, based out of New York and Cambridge, has poured millions into Skittles religious inclusion, faith leader training, and countering conservative...
You guys know that they approach... Dude, this is how crazy. When I was living in the Congo, they had approached at the... I think it's like... I don't know if it's the World Economic Forum. Obviously, that's out of like I just threw that out of my hat. But there was a meeting amongst the African nations and the America, and they had said, if you guys like indoctrinate your people with this Levitical plus ideology, then we will give you guys X amounts of money. And all the African nations completely refused. They said, we do not play the Batista. We do not play that here in Africa. So shout out to Africa, bro. That's why, as you're there in Africa, like I'm telling you, you can face a death penalty for being Bati, bro. It's very serious.
Religious narratives, often advancing acceptance efforts inside Christianity. $3 million to Kalamazoo College, Michigan, for its faith-linked social justice center. $15 million towards global transgender advocacy, and $120,000 to Religion News Service, a U.S. media influencing and religious reporting institution. Then you have the Ford Foundation, a massive global grant maker with $732 million in annual giving in 2023, and $768 million total grants across 2,288 grants in 2024, channeling significant resources into so-called gender justice, reproductive rights, and progressive Christian organizing. In 2024, they gave $94.3 million US plus $36.3 million towards gender justice initiative, many intersecting with faith leaders on so-called reproductive rights. Then you have Open Society Foundations, having spent $24.2 billion globally since 1993, with $436 million in annual expenditures in 2023. It funds Skittles advocacy, intersecting with faith communities and progressive religious actors, directs millions of dollars into women of color-led and faith-rooted reproductive justice activism, including $5 million to 84 so-called grassroots groups in a recent cycle. The Global Fund for Women since
I guess I was mistaken. You see, I was completely mistaken there. You just showed me that Africa is one of the nations that took it. Which African nation accepted the money for the Skittles? Who? Show yourself now. Why are you gay?
87, it has moved nearly $250 million in grants to over 5,000 so-called grassroots feminist organizations, including 1,384 grants totaling support for sexual and so-called reproductive health rights to 832 groups. It has seeded women's funds globally, around $8.3 million to 35 funds, intersecting heavily with faith centers. Now, I could literally go on for hours and hours listing all of them, but the key takeaway is this: hundreds of millions of dollars flowing into efforts that promote progressive reinterpretations of Christianity and traditional faiths through inclusion, reproductive justice, and gender equity programming. And some people still have the gall to say that there's no such thing as a global elite network trying to subvert traditional Christianity. The WCC was explicitly designed as an ecumenist globalist project. Its own constitution calls churches to pursue, quote, visible unity in one faith and one Eucharistic fellowship, through which...
Bro, the thing with religion is wild, because if you look at the major Christian record labels back in the 60s when they all started, everyone had their sort of independent little houses. And then the big major labels eventually came in the end and owned. Right now, all the major Christian record labels are owned by the big three: Warner, Universal, and Sony. They own that. Do you think those three major companies are about like glorifying God in any way, dude? No, they're soldiers of Shaitan. They're soldiers of Shaitan. So if they are able to see that, hey, there's money to be made here, then these other people will say, hey guys, there's money to be made in the churches. Do you think these sort of ideologies could happen in Islam? It can't, dude. Islam don't play like that. Abdul, get the rocks, because these niggas think they can play with our religion.
And service to the world. Convenient, isn't it? Meanwhile, the billionaire Henry Luce, Skull and Bones member, Yale class of 1920, founder of Time and Life magazines, and the man who literally coined the phrase "the American century."
This nigga looks like he drinks
Life
blood.
Editorial piece used his Luce
Not this
Foundation
guy, the other
to
guy.
systematically
Old
flood
guy.
seminaries and universities with progressive theology, including feminism. Evangelical Protestant institutions were particularly of interest because they were highly organized, influential, and relatively less tied to entrenched hierarchies, making them the easiest asset to shape. In that 1941 manifesto, Luce declared that the 20th century must be, to a significant degree, an American century. He meant a century in which American progressive democratic internationalism would shape the world, including its religious landscape. We see this illustrated in all of the war.
Interesting. Which is weird, because Thomas Jefferson will tell you that the Constitution wasn't based on the Bible, dude. It wasn't made on that. It wasn't sworn on Christianity. So explain that to me.
Wars and all of the politics that the U.S. decided to get itself involved with in the late 20th century. The Foundation's own programs made this concrete. The Henry R. Luce Professorship Program is the most notable, which launched in 1968, and it installed 71 professorships at 56 universities across the United States. These endowed chairs were explicitly created to, quote-unquote, encourage academic experimentation and creativity, and to support, quote-unquote, innovative interdisciplinary teaching and learning. In practice, rewarding scholars who advanced religious pluralism, democratic scholarship. It was strategic placement of hand-picked academics who would reward and amplify the very ideas that softened hard doctrine, elevated pluralism over exclusivity, and aligned Christianity, particularly evangelical Protestantism, with the American century vision of a democratic internationalism.
CIA always.
And the
conspiracy
CIA was
theory.
heavily involved in the game. Declassified documents from the Cold War era doctrinal warfare program detailed in David Wimhoff's research reveal a coordinated effort involving the State Department, Defense Department, Henry Luce's media empire, and CIA operatives. Their mission was to infiltrate universities, newspapers, and theological circles to influence doctrine. They pushed
No
Americanism
way.
into Protestant churches and beyond, using psychological operations, conferences, and funding to reshape morality and theology. The CIA quote from David Wimhoff's book noting the doctrinal warfare program, C.D. Jackson's
So these CIA niggas said, you know what, we have to infiltrate the church to make sure that everybody's crazy and bati. CIA is the same niggas that infiltrated the crack era, dude. The crack era, you think, what, crack just shows up in the hood? How does crack just show up in the hood? You have to drop it off there, dude. You have to drop it off there. Say, yo, here you go. Here's some crack. Make sure you guys get a whiff of that, black people. You'll enjoy it. Listen, bro. The CIA is crazy. Allegedly, in my opinion, of course, you know? But be warned. They are soldiers of Shaitan.
Program together with Henry Luce Foundation, quote, the Department of State was responsible for increasing doctrinal materials in the Voice of America's broadcasts, particularly for publicizing and promoting interests of doctrinal and theological matters. Quote, the Department of State was responsible for increasing doctrinal materials in Voice of America broadcasts, particularly...
This is very... How do we... So, in conclusion, what do we do now? What do we do now? In conclusion, how do we save ourselves from this?
Light on demands gets rewarded with platforms, funding, and cultural approval. Popes can support radical reforms. Vatican II reshaped centuries of tradition. Archbishops and megachurch scandals make headlines, and entire institutions bend under pressure. But there's a massive divide. Young men sense the fraud, and a lot of them are fleeing towards orthodoxy and more rigorous discipline.
It's been an amazing change in the last 10 years or so. Since COVID, since 2020, they've just come out and drove.
Bro, okay, well, listen, let's sum this up because you guys are starting to cheese me. I will say this, man. In this sort of time where Satan is working overtime, the only thing you can do is have a sense of discernment. Just like I said, if you find the opportunity to talk to a girl and you're like checking out her Instagram, if you can't show it to your mom, she's a soldier of Shaitan. Okay? These girls don't want to be treated right, but this is not an umbrella term. Obviously, I'm speaking in generalities, but there's still a 20%, right? 80-20 rule. That are good girls. They exist. Maybe you're not going to find them at the bar. Maybe you are. But for the most part, if you are someone who wants to practice faith, then you have to take it with complete discipline, whatever the faith might be, right? I'm learning about Islam. I'm getting into Islam because I like the discipline and I like that it's not ridiculed, or you try to make fun of Islam, bro, you'll face the wrath of the Muslims, bro. I like how serious it is. Christianity right now is a joke, bro. It's a complete joke. It's being used as this sort of scapegoat from all the bad things I did. Yeah, it's one thing to be a sinner because we're all sinners. We're not perfect. But then if you're not actually practicing your faith, then what are we doing, bro? We're just using it as some sort of like scapegoat. That's like, bro, this is disturbing, man. This is what I keep telling you about, y'all, about this, bro. Yo, Lungs of Faith has some really good videos, man. His channel is a banger. His channel is a banger. Let's just let's put that on the side here. There. That was a W video, bro. W video. W Lungs of Faith. He has a bunch of other videos too that we'll get into, so I want to kind of save this channel and get into that. We didn't do this one. Let's just save that so we have it. Okay. Let's get into our next one. What we got? Wave. All right. I want to hear the stories of this project, by the way. I want to hear this. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys check out the remix me and Michael Burrison did last night. It's the Ella Langley Choosing Texas Burr remix. Make sure you guys go check that out. I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's get into this next one. We got Kid Cutter's Cuddy.
If you look at the video, Drake's bottle, you can tell he's never cracked open a bottle of champagne. Like, it's not really spraying out, but it's still played. Like, I couldn't sleep those 2 days. Like, I was super nervous. I was like, holy shit, what have I done? I remember, like, a couple of years later, Kanye, he texted me and he was like, you were right about Makers Say, always follow your heart. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
I'll make her say,
Big bro. Cutter, Big Bro, Moon Man. And today is a very special episode. I'm going to go through the making of Man on the Moon, the end of the day, and talk about how everything came about, the features, what inspired me, how certain songs were made, and give you some insight. I thought it was important to bring you guys into, you know, what happened behind the scenes and give you some little tidbits that no one knows about. So here we go. Are you fucking ready? Are you fucking ready? Let's fucking go! Life before my album, Man on the Moon. I was working at the vape store. It was my favorite job that I ever had. And I've worked at a lot of different places. Would you like to hear some? Here they go. I'm going to list them. Wendy's that was my first job, Wendy's, when I was 15. I worked at this movie theater when I was 17 in Cleveland, in Solon. That was
bro. Get into the album, bro.
My whole life. Like, I was just like thinking about my dreams in that moment, you know? I would just look outside, look at all the people spending their money on all this babe shit. I had no money for it. And I would just dream, you know? Just dream about success and having money and being able to do what I wanted to do and being able to eat whatever I wanted to eat and travel wherever I wanted to go and take care of my family and just thinking about happier times. During that time, I was working on my mixtape, A Kid Named Cudi. That came out, blew the fuck up. A Kid Named Cudi was when the Cudi train left the station. And it's been riding ever since, right? It hasn't slowed down not once. And that was a beautiful moment because I felt the admiration from the culture. Like, people embraced me and crazy because they heard me go there on my mixtape, right? So I just wanted to like set myself up for a free range of different directions, right? But the mixtape came out, blew up. I got an offer to tour Australia. It was 3 weeks. I can't remember how many shows. Maybe like 8, 10 shows or something.
Bro, why are you talking so slow like this, dude?
To work a 9 to 5, you know? I came to New York to pursue music, and that's what this is doing for me. I put out a body of work that people are responding to. People want me to come tour, come do shows all around the world. I'm going to fucking do it. So I quit my job and went to Australia, did the shows, came back, was home 2 days, and then I got the call from Plain Pat that Kanye wanted me to come to Hawaii and work on Blueprint 3 and 808's Heartbreak, you know? So we did all that. I had Blueprint 3. That was an epic moment. 808's Heartbreak, another epic moment. That's a whole nother episode right there. We'll talk about the collab albums. After that, people were really waiting on an album from me. There was a lot of pressure because Day and Night was so massive that I guess people were expecting something more like that. But for me, I never like to repeat myself. And you know, when I had the deal at Motown, a lot of people were like, hey, we want another Day and Night, right? We want something like that. And I would just constantly say like, hey, I can't Like I can't. You know, this is. I can only do what feels right, and
yeah, it's like a one-off. The problem with a lot of the major record labels is that once you have that hit, they want to box you in and be like, we need another one of these, because they only look at the money. Where's the money coming from? Oh, this made money. Let's do it again. They don't really have the idea of creativity. But it's cool that Cudi was able to just continue to make waves of the sounds that he wanted, and then eventually deciding to go independent from the label, because it allowed him to have the free creative reign that a true artist needs. Unfortunately, when you sign to a major label, that sort of creativity goes out the window a little bit for the idea of commercialism, right? Because you have to be able, is it commercially palatable? If you guys have ever read a music contract, you will see that in the music contract, it says before you sign it, your music has to be commercially viable. Meaning that you can't just go around making goy slop, and you can't go around making things that are too artistic. It needs to be the right balance of, can we make money from this? You know? Man, these labels are demonic, bro.
Always like to explore and try new shit. And so with the album, it was like, okay, how can I, if the mixtape was the TV series, then this is the feature film, right? So I wanted to like up the experience, make it super cinematic. I was really inspired by Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, these albums that had this really cinematic nature, and I wanted to apply that with my shit. And I went in with Pat and Emil, and we would just listen to records for hours, just play records over and over. And Emil had such an extensive collection of vinyls. It was just fun. It was fun. You know, just sitting around with those guys and going through samples and being like, ooh, that sounds dope. Chop that up, you know, loop that up, boom, boom, boom. But it's really cool, man. Like, I just remember knowing that I wanted to make something different.
And when it comes to clearing samples, which is why most of the time in the mixtape game, when you do have a sample, most of the time when you try to re-upload that project to the streaming platforms, you really can't. Or you'll have to do what Wiz Khalifa did, and you'll have to change the beat completely because of sample clearances. Because if you can't get the original artist who you sampled to clear the song, then you can't use it. You don't have the right to use it, right? You have to get the permission. So I know Kanye, he likes to just use samples and get sued after, but that's a whole thing about money. If you have enough money, then sure, do it. But also the money comes into consideration because you need money to clear the sample. You have to pay the artist. And then that artist is able to decide how much of the record they want. On something like, what is it, Juice WRLD, that one Juice WRLD song where they sampled the Police, I believe it is. I think that he owns like 80% of that record, so keep that into consideration.
Something that sounded like nobody else, something that no one else was doing. You know, we were really thoughtful with the decisions we made as far as like production and features and things like that. In My Dreams, the very first song, I was like, this is the first song on the album. It has to be like, I'm bringing people into the Cudi world for the first time, and we haven't left this whole time. This whole 18 years, we have not left, right? I know people probably wanted to know why I did this on the mixtape, but the first track is us in the movie theater seeing a movie, and the DreamWorks logo plays, and you're in the theater, and it's all this shit. Somebody fucking farts. It's crazy. And then the movie starts, and the mixtape starts. I wanted that moment to be like forever and ever. We're watching a movie. I was like, wherever I go in my career, we're watching the same movie. So when that mixtape started, the movie has been on this whole fucking time. When it came time to do the album, I wanted to really bring a cinematic nature. And In My Dreams was like my intro to the world, like everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I remember when we heard that sample, it was like, it just hit us, man. Like I love a unique sample, and the samples too that like you don't really, especially at that time you didn't hear in hip hop. I want to talk about the moment when me and Ye hooked up for Make Her Say, right? So we were in Hawaii, and Lady Gaga's Poker Face was like a huge record at the time. We're getting in the car, headed back to the hotel. It was like on the radio, and Kanye was like, yo, we should sample this. And I was like, oh. I was like, bet. Let's get it. He's like, all right, tomorrow when we go to the studio, we're going to sample it. I was like, bet. So I come to the studio, the beat is made. I was just blown away. And what he decided to use was a YouTube of Lady Gaga like playing the song Poker Face like acoustically. It was dope. Like it was nice that he didn't just use the fucking album version, right? He decided to use this version, and it just had a different swing to it. Common was in Hawaii at the time. He's like put Common on it. Then I jumped on it. Yeah, it was. We sat and listened to it, and then he was like, "Yo, this needs to be your first single. I was just kind of like immediately, I was like, man, I got a really tight relationship with my mom, you know, my sister. I just don't know if I want my first single to be something like this sexual and graphic and, you know, eye poker face. That's what it's supposed to be called at first, eye poker face. Eye poker face, which is very graphic. They were just telling me like, no, I'm telling you, this has to be your first single. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. I remember like a couple of years later, Kanye, he texted me and he was like, you were right about Make Her Say, always follow your heart. And I was like, you son of a bitch. I was like, I fucking told you. I fucking told you.
Yeah, because a lot of time, and this is what you'll have to understand when it comes to major labels is there. Well, I guess Kanye's not the major label, but he is signed. He did sign into Good Music, right? So he kind of has this like big brother authority to tell him like, yo, this is the song we should go with, you know, to try to maximize the sort of like exposure and commercialism. But there's a thing you have to understand is as an artist, you yourself kind of know what it is that you want to like put out first, right? You have to be able to have that artistic sort of control. And like when I was signed to Sony Orchard, the reason why I left was because I had worked on my project and then I was ready to be like, okay, I'm turning the project in. These are the songs that I want to release first as singles. And then they were like, no, that's not it. We think you should go back and finish some of these records. We think this and this, these are the ones that we're thinking. And I was like, no. Nah, nigga, you're not going to tell me what to do, bro. There's no way. I don't care what's going on with this label deal, dude. I don't care. You can't tell me what to do.
No, but I appreciate he was able to tell me that I was right. That was cool. Kanye was always good about that. He'll admit when he's wrong. I'm loving this conversation, but I wanted to take a second to shout out to this.
AZ with the sponsors, boys.
In the morning for the rest of the session, I was like in a funky mood, and we were trying to create, but I got these motherfuckers too drunk and high. They got so blitzed. I remember Andrew was playing on the keyboard, and he was going through synths and shit, and he would hit the keyboard, and it'd make like a weird sound like wow, and he'd be like and start giggling and shit. Him and Ben just giggling like little kids, like wow. And I was like, oh my god, we ain't making shit tonight. I was like, I fucked up. I got him too geeked. So we were getting ready to leave. We were there for like hours, man, and we couldn't make anything. When they first got there, they wanted to hear the vibe of the album, so I played them a couple songs. And Pursuit of Happiness, I remember they asked me to play that twice. So before they were leaving, I was like, guys, you know, I really want y'all on the album. Maybe you guys want to sing this hook with me on this song you asked me to play twice, Pursuit of Happiness. Maybe we could just put you guys on the hook. And they were like, okay, cool, let's try it. And they went in, laid it down, and that's how I got them on the album, just like that. It was almost, they were about to leave, it almost didn't happen. And I just said, but we got to figure this out because I need y'all on the album. And just quick thinking, I just decided to put them on that hook, and it worked. Yeah, that's how Pursuit of Happiness came about. And also too, when I got that beat, I got it from Evan Mast, one half of Rat-a-tat. I remember it came fairly easy. You know, there's certain records in my career that came fairly easy. Some records took a few months because maybe like I'll write the first verse and I'm so hype on the first verse, I'm like, oh, there's no way I could beat it, and I get intimidated, and it takes me another couple months to finally get the confidence to do the second verse, right? That's what happened with Cuddy's Own. Like Cuddy's Own, I did like those verses like a year apart. It just happens like that. But I remember Pursuit of Happiness, that was a quick thing. And when I finished it, I was like, holy fuck, you know, like this is so trippy and so weird and so psychedelic, and you haven't heard anything like this before. Like, what have I created? You know, this is really special. And a lot of records felt like that on the album. You know, a lot of records felt like that. Cuddy's Own felt like that. That's one of Emil's finest beats. Yeah, I just love Cuddy's Own, man. Cuddy's Own is just like I just love it. It's so fucking good. I gotta start doing it at the shows. I think a lot of fans was asking about Cuddy's Own.
Yeah,
I gotta get back into that.
That's a banger of a record.
It's a good thing I got this amazing mug to hold my water in.
How many ads you guys gonna throw at us in this
know
video, dude?
How hard it is to make music that sounds different out of all music ever created.
It's hard.
Just think about that. The wizardry has been at peak levels since the very beginning. But you guys know this. I'm just, what is it, preaching to the choir? But Solo Dolo, I knew, like I was like, this is gonna be so dope. And I've done it at shows in recent years, and the crowd loves it. Because they don't expect to hear Solo Dolo. It's just, it's a deep cut. Wasn't a single. It felt really creepy to me, and I just wanted to have this tone like Listen good, I don't have nobody. I wanted to like have like this really eerie tone to it. What character in the movie did Solo Dolo play? So Solo Dolo was me. This character who is experiencing.
This is super dope. I like that Cuddy was able to give us an insight into the kind of way that he was able to make this project, because if you really look at it, there wasn't really anybody doing any of these things that he was doing. He was the first person to usher in the sort of indie rock, alternative rock vibe into rap music, which most artists weren't doing at the time. So we have to be able to throw it up and give him his flowers. If you guys want, you can watch the rest of the video. And then, yeah, just let me know if there's other videos or podcasts you want me to react to, and just drop it in the comments, boys. That video is slow, bro. It's slowing down the whole momentum of the stream today. It's like, you know, cut first 3 minutes. Ah, come on. All right. W. All right, let's get into this next thing here. We got Mr. Beast and Aiden Ross. Shout out. Are we losing? We're still in? Are you guys with me? We're still locked into the stream? Come on, guys. You guys y'all better be locked into the stream. Okay. Aiden Ross tried to warn us about Mr. Beast. Let's find out how. What's going on with these two?
I'll give you worm flu.
You bet. Not school. Don't worry about it.
Can you push that? Easy, bro.
So Aiden Ross went after Mr. Beast once again. A couple of months back, Aiden called out Jimmy live on stream, asking where the hell are these wells that Team Water raised $40 million for?
Where's the water that we raised xQc now, Team Jimmy? And where is it, bro? I'm actually asking you guys to send me a clip for an update or some type of, please, bro. Send me the fucking evidence.
Say wallahi,
Jimmy
bro.
Finally responded, and Aiden predictably clapped back.
If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? I'm expecting a fucking water park.
So today, we're dissecting what Jimmy actually constructed in Africa, how Aiden reacted to the update, and
what you also have to understand with Mr. Beast is that situation where he jumped into the stream with Logan Paul, xQc, I think it's Jinxie, Aiden in them, is like he was using that opportunity to sort of just like sprout this information at them. Spring it, in fact, and just be like, hey guys, I know we're in front of 100,000 live viewers, but do you guys want to donate to my charity? So who are you in front of 100,000 people to say no? Right? That's like when the cashier asks you, hey, do you want to donate to the Children's Foundation? And you're like, sure, why not? You know, you feel bad. So he's using it to guilt them, to be like, yo, who's going to say no in front of 100,000 viewers? If Mr. Beast jumped in the stream and asked me, yo, donate, I'll be like, yo, bro, I know how this whole thing works. Every charitable act that Mr. Beast does puts more money in his pocket because people think he's a philanthropist guy. And he's a do-gooder. He's doing so good. The video is making so much money. Look how many people he's helping. Dude, you have to understand Mr. Beast's entire philosophy, bro. Everything he does, it's for money, dude. He's a soldier of Shaitan.
how xQc stepped in to back Aiden up.
So I was mad at I feel like a scammer. A little bit?
For context, Mr. Beast launched Team Water back in 2025, aiming to raise $40 million to build clean drinking water infrastructure across Africa. Furthermore, Jimmy's aggressive strategy of live calling creators to solicit donations felt uncomfortably coercive, putting peers on the spot under the glare of hundreds of thousands of viewers.
Yo, hey, debt collector here. Where's that 100 G's?
Bro, what? That's crazy, dude.
How am I getting pressed like this? Where's the 100 grand? It's 100,000 years of clean water for people in need.
Yet despite the friction, a few major creators stood beside him to drive the campaign home, most notably Aiden Ross and xQc. Today, however, both of them questioned the actual legitimacy of the entire operation. In fact, when Aiden first pressed the issue, he was allegedly met with threats of legal action.
Got a text about threatening illegal. Bitch, try it, bro. Please try it.
Subscribe for deeper analytical deep dives like this.
Hey.
Claimed that a single dollar could supply clean water to an individual for an entire year. To anyone analyzing the logistics, that pitched threshold felt less like ground truth economics and more like an overpromised marketing.
First of all, you guys need to understand one thing. As someone who has managed to go back to the Congo to see these sort of these infrastructures that these nations, the United Nations and things come in, the Red Cross, they'll come into a country and build these wells, right? These wells, this is a good thing. Building the wells, perfect, nice, we like that. We like wells. Little African kids can drink the clean water. We love wells. Wells are great. Wells are nice. But what you have to understand is you build the well. The well needs to be maintained. There's different aspects of the well. How is it going to continue to produce clean water? Usually what happens is they will come, build a well, these NGOs, they'll build the well, they'll leave a person in charge there for a time, a missionary worker, to oversee the well, that it's being used properly, that people are getting their clean water. And then the missionaries are there to train the other locals to now take over for this well. But what happens? The only point of reference I have is the people in the Congo. What I saw was you'll either have the well that was built no longer in use because no one knows how to maintain it. No one knows how to take care of everything. Most of these poor countries, when you come in and build things that are nice, they get completely destroyed. So that's the first thing. The wells are no longer functioning. Or the second thing, the wells are functioning, but now the locals that you have in charge, they are now charging people for the use of the well. So the corruption sets in. So yes, it's cool that he was able to raise $40 million and build the wells, but it's like, yo, Mr. Beast, is there any money left over to make sure that nice, functioning white people are there that will not be bled into corruption? Mind you, anybody can be used for corruption.
Gimmick.
1 in 10 people don't have access to clean water, which is why we need your help to raise $14 million. On average, every dollar donated will provide one person with clean water for an entire year.
While they managed to pull in $14 million across a 2-week span, it was still miles away from the $40 million target. To bridge the gap, Mr. Beast launched an endurance charity marathon, teaming up with xQc and Aiden Ross to stream high-stakes stunts around the clock until they secured an additional $5 million. To say this broadcast went off the rails would be an understatement. Aiden was blind painted completely blue, a coat designed to stain for weeks.
Oh, do you have so much hair? The orange isn't really getting through. Oh my gosh, you look so chiseled.
Whoa, I feel really weird. Like sticky.
How do you think you look?
Good.
Nice. What the? What did I say?
Blue.
Like a Smurf. It's nice, though.
And how long is it gonna be on my skin for?
3 weeks. A couple. 3, half.
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
And underwent painful body waxing sessions in the shape of the Team Water W. You could hear the raw agony in his voice.
Oh! X, I need to grab your hand or Beast. One of you, please.
X, give me your hand.
Please, that hurts so bad.
You see, Mr. Beast is not even a human being, dude.
Are you good?
No.
Alright. Yo! W for Team Water.
Given Aiden's physical build, that process was absolute torture. He was even pitted against professional wrestlers, a spectacle that felt entirely out of place for standard charity content.
Wrestle!
You know what's crazy? Mr. Beast, like, he really strikes me as one of those people that, like, he gets enjoyment out of people's pain. Which is, like, so wild to think, dude. That's the idea of what people always say makes him evil. And what is this? Is this 2 grown men wrestling on what seems to be water or baby oil? What's going on here, bro?
What did I miss?
What did I miss?
Oh my God,
This is getting heated. Hold on. Stay on the pad.
Tap, tap, tap.
Aiden, you're going till you win.
No, hell no. You're on tired.
Jimmy essentially treated Aiden as a physical punching bag and comedic collateral. To his credit, Aiden endured the humiliation voluntarily, genuinely driven to maximize donor reach, even if he'd come to regret the dynamic later. To be fair, he wasn't the sole sufferer. Both Mr. Beast and xQc endured.
Which is why Chris Tyson had to become a Decepticon, bro. This is why.
Physical gauntlets of their own, some of which posed genuine physical hazard, such as xQc nearly taking a direct, unpadded strike to the head.
3,
Dude.
2, 1.
Oh my God.
Bro.
I'm not doing this. This is crazy. 1. Ah! Oh my God. 1.
If you analyze the trajectory of those mechanical boxing gloves, a solid impact could have easily resulted in a concussion or severe disorientation. These stunts were extreme by design, constructed to push donor urgency to its absolute limit under the assumption that reaching the target would end.
So they're essentially using people's pain and shame and embarrassment for money. Donate the money so I can go build wells in Africa that will then fall under the scrutiny of corruption. I'm Mr. Beast. I'm such a good guy. Yeah. All right, Jimmy. Sure.
In the ordeal. At one point, Jimmy was outright pleading with the audience for contributions.
Snake crawling up my butt. Please, just donate.
It's a bunch of
donate. The sooner we get to 5 million.
Please give me money. Please give me money because I don't have enough of it. I invest every dollar back into my videos, so I have nothing sitting around to help these young black children drink clean water. Oh, Jimmy, it's looking bad, buddy.
The sooner I can stop suffering.
The stream devolved into absolute chaos, ranging from absurd, physically punishing challenges to aggressively pressuring other creators for live pledges, and at one point, arguably walking back promises made to major donors. While we'll break down those financial controversies shortly, the core narrative here is the breakdown of the relationship between Aiden Ross and Mr. Beast. Even during this live marathon, subtle cracks were already beginning to show, with Jimmy exhibiting clear underlying resentment toward Aiden on camera.
Reptile man. What are they called? A reptile.
Bro. Hey, for real. We just spent the last 17 hours together.
You're a robot.
No, you can't say that.
What's up, buddy?
Nah, we're gonna address that after this call. We're not playing that stuff.
At one point, Jimmy confronted Aiden directly during a segment simply for making physical contact.
What if Airrack's in your shirt? Sorry, you don't like to get touched.
What is with you and touching me? No. Here, Matthew, can you hold this for a second? Just. Yeah.
It's happening. The soldier of Shaitan is showing his true colors, man.
Aiden, I think it's time we set some boundaries.
Let's do it.
Okay. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Who just farted, bro?
Not me.
No, who did that? That was you.
No.
Sorry.
You. Back over here.
I've been holding it the entire
Yeah,
time.
no, it's all good.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, boundaries. Yeah, go ahead.
You take your hands.
Yeah.
And keep them away from me.
Okay.
Easy now.
Can I still touch you? Like always? Thanks, bro.
Okay.
See?
Just not you, but
we good?
I'm not gonna touch you.
There we go.
See?
Dude, bro, he's like, ugh. I would hate to have this guy around me, dude. This is why I always say, like, a lot of the industry niggas that you know, whether it's rappers, streamers, whatever the case might be, they're hella weird, dog. They're hella weird. The issue I have is that the majority of rappers are all bitey. I've seen it, bro. Hey, listen, if you're ever at, like, a concert or something, and a rapper messages you later and is like, oh, what are you doing later? Just know that's an invite for some bitey stuff. Just letting you know.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
That reaction signaled something beyond baseline irritation. It felt like Jimmy regretted the collaboration entirely or viewed Aiden with personal distaste. That underlying disdain resurfaced in subsequent moments.
X, I need to grab your hand or Beast. One of you, please.
X, give me your hand.
Please, that hurts so bad. Come here.
Are you good?
No. Give me one hug, Jim.
No.
Please.
Well, I wouldn't hug you if you weren't blue.
Bet. Nah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Can you put that? Easy, bro. Jimmy, what's your favorite quality about me? And be honest. Come on, give me your favorite thing you like about me.
When your feet are not on the desk.
Aiden, you deserve that though. You deserve that. For eating your dirty ass toenails on the stream. Bro, you're ruining the stream.
While visually uncomfortable, it was clear Jimmy was airing internal frustration toward Aiden's presence. Jimmy was visibly second-guessing his decision to include Aiden in the broadcast lineup. With $12 million secured from the stream alone, secondary promotion across major media channels pushed the initiative past its final $40 million goal. Despite the heavy-handed tactics, raising $40 million was a monumental milestone that garnered widespread praise. But once the immediate PR cycle concluded, official updates regarding Team Water vanished into complete radio silence.
Where's the water that we raised, xQC, me and Jimmy? And where is it, bro? I'm dead serious, by the way. Where is the water that we were promised? Jordan told me he thinks that motherfucker just wrote shit off and shit like that, allegedly. I'm trying to, like, start shit, farm, none of that. I'm actually asking you guys to send me a clip for an update or some type of please, bro. That's all I'm asking. Send it to me. If I'm the wrong one, I will admit it. Send me the fucking evidence.
Which brings us to the breakdown in the relationship between Mr. Beast and Aiden. Aiden flew out, subjected himself to physical humiliation, and pushed his platform to its limits for Jimmy's campaign.
There is one thing that you guys need to understand when it comes to nonprofits. You know that nonprofits, there's a certain percentage of the money that actually goes for the, I guess, the good doings. The majority of it goes towards fees and all these other non-secular things that realistically are just BS. Most of the time. Don't let these niggas lie to you, bro. Don't think that just because you're giving your money to the Red Cross or Team Water, that every single dollar is going towards the helping the children. Don't let them fool you, man. Don't let them fool you.
Only to be promptly ghosted. Shortly after, Jimmy launched another high-budget event inviting 50 top streamers to compete for a $1 million prize. The roster included minor creators Jimmy had barely interacted with, yet Aiden, who took physical punishment for the charity campaign, was completely excluded.
Here, you name poppin' streamers, and I'll tell you if they're gonna be there.
Okay, Stable Ronaldo.
Ron's gonna be there.
Lacey.
Lacey's gonna be there. DDG.
DDG.
Aiden reviewed the participant list live on stream, finding his name entirely absent.
Aiden, why you didn't get invited to Mr. Beast's Top 50 Streamers game?
Because all I said was, where's the proof of the wells? It doesn't mean that I'm accusing him. I just said, show it. That's all I said. And it's because I listened to Steve will do its diss track. But during the stream, again, when all the streamers didn't pick up his phone except for me and xQC for the money, there you go. I just want to know where the wells are at. I believe them. I just want to know where they're at. Show videos.
Naturally, he didn't take it well. He publicly called out Mr. Beast, revealing he had been promised future collaborative opportunities that never materialized.
You know, after I did the Team Water, I was told we could hop on and play zombies, we could, kick it, and we could do he was telling me of a streamer idea.
Lies. Mr. Beast is an opportunist, bro. Like, he's an opportunist. He's this sort of the mind behind everything. He understands what makes things go viral, I guess, in case the case might be, or how to manipulate YouTube's algorithm. But everything is out of self-interest. A lot of people at the top is very similar to that. If you look at someone like Donald Trump, same playbook. Self-interest, everything is for himself. When he liberated A$AP Rocky and pardoned Kodak Black and them and Wayne, guess what? That was all self-interest. Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't let these niggas twist you. What's up with this shirt? It's pissing me off.
It's kind of like, once we did the stream, it was kind of just like, and then I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Honestly, me personally, bro, it is what it is. I will tell you this too, like, he was very upset about certain streamers like not pulling up and shit. And I'm talking about the Team Water shit.
He just wants to use them.
But listen, dude, whatever. It is what it is, bro. It is what do you guys think I didn't get invited for? I think it's because maybe he invited people that might have a problem with me. Listen, dude, I really don't. I really don't know.
Aiden was visibly bewildered by the cold shoulder. From his perspective, he was leveraged for clout and financial output, then discarded the moment he was no longer useful. To make matters worse, a promised commemorative Guinness World Record plaque was never delivered, feeding his frustration further.
Who gets the credit for it, bro? Who's gonna make the tweet and say, oh, this is Team Water and we raised this amount of money? Who gets all the credit for this, Chad?
Oh, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast does.
I haven't even got my black yet.
Exactly. So basically,
I don't think I'm ever getting my Guinness Book. That's what I was promised. I never got my Guinness Book World Record plaque, by the way. That's what you were all there. I was promised that. So if I'm promised something and I don't get it, yeah, I'm upset a little bit. I told my dad I got a Guinness Book. My dad was happy, proud of me. I wanted to give it to him, and you know.
Aiden also apologizes everyone that he tried to force donations from because he realized that tactic was wrong from the beginning.
I don't think Mr. Beast gets the point. I also do want to keep it a buck. I privately texted Jinxie, and I apologized. And I'm going to publicly apologize to Jinxie because he's right. Anybody who thinks he isn't right, you're incorrect. When no streamers were answering the phone, I came through, XQC came through. It was a good experience for the most part. And it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't, it wasn't good pressuring people. It made a lot of streamers look bad. and I do apologize for that as well. I do also want to say, Mr. Beast, with this whole situation, first of all, I don't think this response is that good. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think this is a good response. I think he's missing Jinxie's point. To stand up for Gypsy, or not Gypsy, holy shit, Aiden. To stand up for Jinxie here, I think Jinxie is just saying something that's the truth.
Making structural promises and failing to deliver is a bad look for a brand as large as Mr. Beast. Beyond personal dislike, there was no logical reason to exclude Aiden from that lineup, especially considering Jimmy only used him for charity reach. Aiden later revealed that several top-tier creators had rejected Jimmy's original invitations for the livestream, leaving Aiden and XQC as the only major figures willing to step up when others refused.
Yeah, because a lot of people see through the BS, bro. Listen, this is not you have to use your intuition, man. Someone who's gonna come on stream and just hijack the stream and ask a bunch of people for the money. Come on, bro. This is not a genuine guy. We can see that the cracks are starting to fall apart for Mr. Beast. It's not making sense for him anymore, dude. Oh man, this is an L, guys. That's an L. You guys. All right, guys. I'm still here. We got 2 more videos to react to today. We got 2 more videos, the cop videos. Let's get into it. I'm still here. I'm locked in, man. I got that energy today. I'm locked in. We got that energy today, boys. I'm here in full effect. Let's do it. I'm here in full effect. Dumb streamers. Oh my goodness. Is the cops free? Okay. We might have to save that other one for tomorrow, just so I can get this one uploaded. Because I want to keep the energy up for the stream. I want to keep the energy up. Right, and like I'm already not sleeping, so we kind of have to balance it, we kind of have to balance what's going on here. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, Streamer University body cam. Who would have thought? Black people in policing crime.
And I are aware that things might go overboard, and we will be taking the proper precautions if things get too escalated. So if things get too out of hand, if I catch anybody doing anything unusual, that's your ass.
Streamer University is a popular multi-day live streaming event organized by xCephasx, widely regarded as the most popular streamer in the world.
I like how we've somehow managed to turn this ordinary Streamer University thing for kids into a dark crime thriller.
With its first event being held in May of 2025, Streamer University is designed to bring together hand-picked aspiring content creators to live on a rented college campus and inspire content collaboration. However, in July 2026, during its second installment in Conway, Arkansas, things got out of hand. Stalkers from around the world who were not chosen to participate in the event showed up anyways. Some suspects involved assaulted and battered police officers. Officers from the Conway Police Department were notified of the event beforehand and assigned a special event detail to keep things under control. We've gathered exclusive body cam footage from these officers of multiple arrests during Streamer University 2026, and it details their experiences.
Hey, what happened? My boss, Petty, he told me he's not supposed to be in here, kick him out. So when I got him to resist him, then that's when you guys were 10-15 arrested him.
I said him too? Hey, listen, you just ruined your whole case ever. Can you hold him? Can you hold him? Do you have another set of guns? Do you have another set of guns? He's trespassing. They're not part of this event.
Okay, we're upstairs by the cafeteria.
They're not part of the event. His phone, he said he has his ID in his phone. Do I have to? Well, you're going to have to give us your names. I know. I appreciate y'all so much.
Listen, in my opinion, the whole Streamer University thing is buffoonery. So it can only invite buffoonery. You get what you beget in it.
You gotta think, bro. Like, come on, you put him at risk, I put each other at risk.
This is just a trespassing deal?
Yeah,
okay, perfect. All right, let's go. We're compliant, man. That's fine.
He told you on his little post ahead of time, if you come on thing, you go to jail. Is y'all's thing recording? No, they turned it off. They turned it off? Okay. That's what I said. You ain't supposed to be here.
You guys will do anything for clout, dude. Ew.
Lock his ass up. Send him to jail. You're going to jail, buddy. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, 100%. Bro, I think it's better if we remain quiet. That's fine. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. So, what are we looking at? You guys from Conway or from Arkansas? We're from Ontario. Canada, we drove 27 hours.
You drove 27 hours to get arrested?
We're gonna have to, like, the embassy's gonna be called. Oh no, it's a ticket though, no? Yeah, but you guys are arrested in the United States. Oh no, no. You guys aren't citizens of the United States. Listen, I want to take a deep breath, okay? Listen. Take a deep breath, bro. Hey, let me see. Listen, let us see what we can figure out. Give y'all a ticket and see what we can do since y'all aren't from the country. Yeah, I was explaining to you. What have you done? I was explaining to them.
I like this guy. Look at Officer Bob Ross here. Come on, buddy. What is this? This guy looks like he couldn't even do the police academy training anymore. Whose man's is that?
Coming in, they're streamers. They weren't a part of this event and wanted to be part of this event. But we're compliant, bro. We're compliant. They're from Canada. They drove 27 hours to be here. Okay, we all know you ain't supposed to be here. How old are you? We're 2007, 2008. How old are you? 17. 2009. Why are you? Wait, you 2008? Take him over there. Take him over there. Take him over here.
Y'all know y'all weren't supposed to be here. Why are you guys here? Oh.
It's an hour line. I swear to God, I thought it was 2008. Where is he from? We're both from Toronto. I thought it was 2008. My bad. We don't come in here with no ill intentions of doing anything bad. You know.
Oh,
17 years old. You just drove all the way down from Canada. Yeah.
Maybe if you cooperate.
Yes. We had permission. Yes, I had permission from my parents. He had permission from his parents.
Why you guys decided to come to another country and infiltrate a place that the police have fortified that you can't be is beyond any kind of sense.
Just sit in here. Hold on. Let me move this. Let me move my. I'm sorry, sir. My mom's gonna be so disappointed in me. You're a kid anyway. It doesn't matter. It won't be on yours. You're a kid. His will. If he's an adult. If you're really 17, are you really 17? Yeah.
What are you getting from my parents?
You got arrested in Conway, Arkansas, and they need to come pick you up.
No.
They're gonna have to come get you. Or you're gonna sit in jail until they come get you.
Woo! W for stupidity. You know, usually on this channel, we really root for the bad guys, but I think in this case, they're already so stupid, it'd be hard to root for them, bro. You might lose a brain cell. Your mom has to come pick you up in jail in Arkansas? Oh my goodness. Plane ticket, everything. Ah, man, the headache, dude. If this is a black kid, bro, he get whooping. Oh, he is black. Ah, man, he probably got the belt.
It's my aunt that drives.
Alright. You sure your parents know you're here?
Yeah.
Because we're about home.
Yeah.
Do you know their phone number? Here's the problem with this, okay? You are in Arkansas, your parents are in Canada, you've just been arrested, we are required to release you to a parent or a guardian.
What am I gonna do?
What's their phone number?
I'm just gonna kill this man.
Go, stop. What is the number?
My mom's never ever gonna let me go outside ever again, dude. Worst mistake of my life. Would you like us to contact you?
He'll be fine, buddy.
Yes or no? What is that? You have the right for us as Canadian nationals. You have the right for us to contact your embassy and tell them that as Canadian nationals you're arrested here. If you would like us to do that, I have a recommendation. Okay.
I will ask
Not a trick question.
I'll ask him.
You know what? They're really nice that they're able to ask him, hey, do you want us to call your embassy to let them know that you've been arrested? That's very nice of them, because the amount of times that I got arrested and stopped by police in the Congo and they didn't even want to ask about my embassy, they just decided to take my IDs and everything. Come on, man. You get arrested in the Congo, clip clap, you're done, buddy. You're donezo's. So I'm glad that these guys are nice enough, lenient enough to be like, hey, we're going to call the embassy, let you guys know that you messed up really bad.
Oh no, how am I gonna go home, dude? My mom's gonna kill me.
We don't drive to Canada, though.
What am I gonna do?
We're gonna figure that out.
He's
What's his name?
Did he already give it to you, or it's...
Well, if he doesn't give it to us, then he sits in jail until we find out who he is, so...
He's crying.
What's his, streamer name?
Is it necessary?
I'm just wondering.
Oh no.
You might get a sub.
There's got footage of you guys committing a crime.
Are we gonna get it back?
You guys are gonna have to come to Arkansas to get it back.
Oh no.
Y'all gonna have a court date, so y'all gonna have to come back to Arkansas. I mean, unless you guys never come to the United States again. If you guys never come to the United States, you don't have to worry about it. You'll have a warrant.
Yeah.
You don't come to court, but as soon as you come to the United States and an officer makes contact with you, you get to jail.
You already connected to my mom.
Our dispatches.
Oh no. Worst thing I've ever done, man. I wasn't trying to be bad. I wasn't trying to be a villain. I was just
too late, buddy.
A criminal. I wasn't trying to do none of this. I was just.
You done did it. Here, drink some water. Cool down.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. This whole content thing is. My mom's gonna.
They gotta feed him. They gotta feed him the water like a little baby out the bottle, dude. Oh man, you guys, you have to think sometimes. Think. Use your mind.
It's only I'm done. My life's over, dude.
No, it's not. Your life is about to look at it. Your life is just about to start, dude. Your life is just about to start. If you could somehow farm this body cam footage and use it and go over it for your own channel and be like, oh, I was arrested. This probably gas you. This could gas you, bro. This could put you really up there. You're 17, bro. Your mom's gonna get mad, so then come get you out of jail. Your next move out of the house. Move out of the house. Say I'm gone. Essentially, I don't think he's ever going to be allowed to come back in America, but you know what? Start your career. This is the time you can flourish. You can be anything you want.
Career probably is.
Hi, Daniel. Yes, sir. This is the Canadian consulate. How you doing, miss?
At least this guy, because he's not blurred out, so he really should have farmed this.
I don't have their numbers.
While the Canadian consulate helps these two suspects connect with their families, other officers at Streamer University respond to a suspect who allegedly threw a firework at a security guard, which exploded in front of a crowd of people.
Look, buffoonery begets buffoonery, bro. This is why I never liked Streamer University. It's stupidity, dude. It's just stupid people doing stupid things to each other 24 hours a day.
I'm not sure the street name.
This looks like the same house when the girls were arrested at the Wawa. Remember that, guys? Oh, I thought that man's was trying to put his laces back in his shoe for a second. I was like, what a time.
Anybody following?
What a time to be alive. Come on, guys, you got this.
Hey, where'd that guy go? The guy's
Don't
up
worry
there.
about it.
They said he ran north on Cleveland between the houses, shooting fireworks at us.
Is he another Canadian? Well, they don't have the dogs. Just stay low, you'll be fine.
Somewhere between Cleveland.
Stay tucked, you'll be all good.
That was him. Call it out in the street.
Okay, all right, let's
Get on
go.
the ground right now. Get on the
Ah,
Get on the ground.
come on.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Yes, sir.
Keep going.
Okay, move. Put your hands behind your back.
Keep going.
I didn't do that, man.
Well, you ran, bro.
I ain't gonna run. Y'all got me. I'm just sit you. Sit you. Everybody was running. We told you to stop. Hold on. You have to deal.
Whose man's is this? Whose man's
My
is
taser.
this?
You got it? Y'all gonna tase him? Yeah, he got it. Oh. I still got my vape. In the lighter. The document this on our body cam. And then we can take this
Military
evidence.
taser, dude, I
You
found
want to
it.
take the Can I sit in here? Yeah.
I tell you about the time I found a military taser and I was really questioning taking it. I was like, bro, I need this taser. It was a military grade taser that the military uses. I found it on the bench in the Congo, dude. That's how you know that country's crazy. You find a military grade taser, and I was questioning taking it. I was like, bro. But then it's one of those places where it's like, I'm the only nigga with a taser. Everyone's gonna know. It's like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like what is it? Live by the gun, die by the gun. If I go around tasing somebody out of protection, say, hey, this is the only guy that we know with a taser. Who are the only people with tasers? Military police. So I didn't want to risk it.
Later in the night, more stalkers infiltrated campus grounds. This one was found hiding in a bush.
Get out.
W Mans.
What are you doing?
W Mans.
You got a wristband or anything? Huh? You got a wristband or anything? No, I just got. Did they just trespass you from here? No, I haven't been trespassed. You gonna ride with us, Murray? Can you stand on the back and just have him sit right here and I'll hold you on? You ain't got nothing on you shouldn't have, do you?
Nah, you can take me.
You know you're not supposed to be on here, bro.
No, but you know what you got to that, man.
I mean, I got you, but.
Idiot. You're gonna show up on campus. You don't even have a film crew. You're not even filming or farming content. You're just here to just be in the presence of. What an idiot, dude. Don't you understand, like an opportunity when you see one? This could have been a whole video. You could have farmed it. What an idiot.
It ain't that big of a deal, you feel me? You're gonna be here all weekend. Just come out tomorrow and I'm sure you'll see them all around. The amount of security around here, bro, come on now. Here, have a seat right here. I'll just be on foot. No, just jump on. Don't jump off.
I'll be on foot.
Ooh, I got a duck. Duck in the street. You good, Murray? Yeah. Oh, shit, Fado! Hey, look, you got it. You got to see him. Fado! I mean, we may be able to just kick you loose, give you a trespass warning, kick you loose, but we're starting to take everybody to jail, like legit take them up to the jail on this, okay? You want to grab him?
Even more trespassers are found on campus grounds. This one allegedly attempted to flee from officers.
Ow!
Oh,
shut up.
All right.
That's stupid, dude. You're a little child. Bro, I'm a streamer, bro. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Thanks, I appreciate it. It was a long one.
Bro, even the police are mocking your guys' stupidity. I'm a streamer. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Thank you for giving me useless information. Slam! Put him in jail.
I said that goes a long way. Pride myself on my humor. You could be like streamer. Yeah, dude. Yeah, couldn't I? I'm all sweaty for nothing, man. We gotta chase you. What do you mean?
Get your cardio up, nigga.
Go ahead.
What's your dad's name? You don't know your dad's name. So why does your mom think you live with your dad, but you don't even know who your dad is? So why is she telling me that you live with your dad?
I don't.
I didn't say that you did or did not. I said, why is she telling you that?
I don't.
So explain to me why I shouldn't just take you to juvenile intake and just lock you up at juvenile hall and you just explain to the judge your problems.
Oh, I didn't.
And lie. And lie to police. I'm not lying. You are lying.
I'm from officer.
And run from the cops.
I didn't run from the cops.
You did run from the cops, dumbass.
I did not run from them.
You sat.
That's a cop, genius.
And then you ran from me.
I didn't know
you sat there and looked back at me the entire time.
We'll win.
The female cop is not even respected, dude. Oh, I didn't know that she was a cop. I thought she was just a butch lady in uniform.
When you're running?
Why would I look back when I'm running?
Why would you break onto a college campus to go to jail? I
didn't break.
I don't know why you do any of the stupid things you do. Well, just hang tight till mom gets here.
On one of the days during Streamer University,
They're
dispatch notified
choked.
Conway Fire Department's
They're
bomb squad
choked.
that someone called claiming to have paid someone to hide
They're
PVC
choked.
pipe bombs in the roof of the student center on campus. An FBI special agent bomb technician was then brought to the campus and helped the bomb squad and officers sweep the attic of the student center. No bombs were located. In addition to the numerous suspects who were charged with trespassing, many others were charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, possession of a controlled substance, civil assault, resisting, obstructing, disorderly conduct, and concealing identity with a mask. All suspects who were arrested during the event are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Before Streamer University even started, police arrested 8 people during the 2 audition events in Atlanta. And I think there's a bigger lesson here because opportunities like this come with responsibility. And sometimes the quickest way to lose an opportunity.
And you know what? This is crazy that this is all happening because, yo, xCephasx is like, he's known for doing these kind of like big elaborate things and some like chaos breaking loose. Remember when he did that whole event for the PS5 or something in downtown in New York? The amount of people that were trampled? Yo, this nigga is pulling some Diddy stuff, man. Come on, xCephasx needs to be stopped at all costs. What's up with this chain, man? My chain is not chaining, you know? Come on, chain. Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta do me like that, love, huh? Why you gotta do me like that, that? Why you gotta do me like that, love, huh? Why you gotta do me like that, that? Why you gotta do me like that, love, huh? All right. One more? Okay, let's do one more. I'm here with you guys. I'm here with you guys, and you guys are here with me, so let's do one more. Let's do one more. Why not? Why not? Huh? We know we love it. Okay, guys. Let's get into today's video. Evil mothers. Let's get into it.
I want him to know this kid. Because I'm a girl and he's a boy, I'm just not comfortable.
So my report also indicates that you're in a relationship with Grandpa. So everybody's sleeping with Grandpa?
What? What did I miss? Also, what's up with this little kid? Why does he look like Slender Man? He's probably been chained up.
So when's the last time he's been to a doctor?
That's a good question.
Sorry.
On October 17th, 2023, officers responded to a residence following a report of a child being neglected, including lack of food and proper living conditions.
There's literally.
I'll refrain from the Slenderman jokes.
Have started to
This is serious, guys.
Hey. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm with DTF. How are you, honey? Okay, so I have to come in and do an investigation.
It's crazy, man. I love my trailer trash white people, bro. I grew up in a neighborhood just like this when I was a kid. Behind our complex building was a bunch of trailer parks. Oh, I love you trashy white people, bro. You're so nice.
Make sure he's being unsafe. I will
This guy's shocked.
I have to come in the house.
He's like, what the fuck?
I haven't been able to find him.
CPS, how did it be called?
So,
Oh my god!
is that where he sleeps? Okay.
Bro, I remember being in New York and going over to this one lady's house, and her house looked just like this, filled with garbage. And she was abusing her pit bull who was chained to the living room couch. Crazy, you can't make this shit up.
So what are we gonna do by cleaning this up?
Why not?
Because I can see your eyes. I'm sure you have everything. I can keep this second hand. Been here.
Would you like to go?
Yes.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, so he's sleeping. Okay. And is there any paraphernalia in this house?
Excuse me?
In this house? Is there in this house?
No, there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be, or you don't know? Okay.
I don't know what he's doing anymore, honestly.
Okay. So what about...
Bro, the biohazard that's going on in this house is already paraphernalia enough, bro. You should arrest her just for that. Just for lack of cleanliness.
Is there in this house?
We did have some.
Okay.
They may be gone. You may have taken it when you left. That's not the working fridge. No, this one is.
What?
We don't have much. I was working on the instance and stuff.
Okay.
But he does have a burger.
He did have a burger. When did he eat that burger?
Huh?
Every single day. When did he eat that burger?
How long ago, sir?
It hasn't been that long.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm with DTF.
It ain't been that long. There.
This was not going to be like this in the morning. I was looking for something. We're just...
Okay, so this has to be cleaned up.
Oh, yeah, it will. It's just that we finally got
What do you
the
mean?
father out.
Okay.
At least for the night.
Okay.
Dude, it would take like 50 years to clean this house, dude.
He's been doing this for a while, but he's been... I don't understand what's going on with him. 12 years and he doesn't even know.
Yeah, the cops are here. Yeah.
Well, I was like,
Yeah, we have 2 police officers here.
I'm back.
Oh,
Okay.
you're back!
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
So we see every single day.
Yeah.
Take a bath. You guys need to figure something out with this fridge.
Oh,
or it needs to be removed, or you need to fix it, or something. Because this child needs to eat. There's open wires. Like this child needs to eat.
right.
This house is
we knew
not
we
okay.
needed some work on it, but every time I was doing work on it, I'm paying all the bills.
I understand that. That's I heard.
I pay all of them. So I have no money to put into anything in here.
Okay, I understand.
And with him, he just knocks everybody down. He don't work.
Okay.
He calls me a bad wife, but I'm not a bad wife.
So first, where? So
Listen, man, I'm not the type of person that's gonna tell anybody how to raise their kids. I don't have any kids. But if my niece was coming over or my nephews were coming over to my crib looks like this? Come on, you think anyone's gonna leave them in my care? No, bro. I'm just saying we had to take care of the children, bro. The children. What would we do without the beautiful children in this world? How are we gonna populate the next generation? Malnourished, the kids are probably eating what? Ice and water. And whatever sort of rat droppings you can probably find in this crazy house. Come on, man. I pray that this kid, after this situation, that he was able to find a good family and is now strong. Strong bones with the milk and the oatmeal and the sugar. And he's strong. Overcome this situation, bro. I hope he becomes like a lawyer or some sort of medical professional and flourishes.
get into this, which is bad.
Well, his daddy did that.
Well, it needs to be taken care of.
Well, we will.
Where's the at?
I think he took it. We think he took everything.
Okay. Because if he get anything, he gets in it. This is where do you sleep at, Tessa?
But it was so late after talking in the office.
Tessa, where do you sleep at, honey?
Either in this room or that one.
Okay.
I sleep on the top He just got jealous. He got jealous because they have a good relationship.
Okay.
I was real big because not to be mean, but I don't like DFS.
I'm sure. I'm not trying to be mean at all. I'm just trying to say this is what's happening. This is what I like. You know.
So what I'm saying is I'm willing to get it done.
Okay.
Keep him.
Okay.
Because he's a good kid.
Okay. Right. But he needs to eat.
And he did.
Sure he eats.
He did.
He's not starved. He eats. I'll give him food.
Okay.
I am not.
So she's willing to feed him because he's a good kid. So what happens when he acts out and he's not a good kid? Then he doesn't eat? Oh, man.
We're big right now on hot dogs.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to understand my concern and their concern when we come to this house, and there's a 4-year-old in here.
And that's why
this is this is not a little. This is not a situation.
And that's what his dad does. He throws things around.
You got all my stuff was put up, and now you see he's basically throwing it on the floor.
Okay, so
They're probably stepping on rat droppings. God knows what in that
I'm going
house,
to give you
dude.
guys a duty to inform notice. Okay, it's a duty for notice to duty inform. So I'm informing you that DCS, you now have an open DCS case. Okay, so we'll be back in the morning, but I'm gonna
how early in the morning?
I don't know, but you guys need to figure it out.
Well,
we're gonna be in your lives until this is taken care of.
Well, yeah, I'm willing to do it, but he just with him here, it's a drama.
Okay.
Who? With who there? The kid or the man's in the shadowy cave here yelling? Come on, like what's really going on?
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the baby. I don't.
Him coming back because
then you call the police, and then they come and remove him again, and then he can go to jail or whatever they do, whatever their standards are.
This is like the third time I've called.
Okay, so then you just got to keep calling, and you got to get yourself a protective order.
Okay. That's what we talked about, right?
Yeah. So those are things we have to get done, right?
What was it
so a protective order.
The order of protection or the eviction.
Okay.
Okay.
So those are things that have to be done, and you have to get some food in this house.
Well, yeah, I don't like it. Like this.
She doesn't like food, man. Of course she doesn't like food. All she likes is meth.
It bugs me, but he would get mad. He'll throw.
Okay, well, so that again, he's gone now. So right now, all I'm worried about is Brandon. Like you guys are adults. You guys can fend for yourself. He can't fend for himself.
Well, he
can't fend for himself. He can't say anything like, "Hey, I don't feel safe here. Hey, my mom and dad are fighting." Or he's 4.
He's 4.
Okay.
Believe it or not,
he's 4, and so you guys need to worry about the safety of this child.
Well, tonight he said, "Daddy's being mean."
Okay, and I did that, but you have to worry about the safety of that child. Okay. So I'm going to fill out a duty to inform. So which is going to be that you guys now have
it totally done. Does that mean you're going to take me?
It's going to work with us. We'll work with you guys as best as we can, but you guys have to.
Let's jump around here really quickly.
Care of, right? Because the baby right now is the #1 priority.
He is. And
so you guys need to figure that out.
But I have no money.
I understand. But we got to.
All my money goes out into.
And GCS has great resources.
We have a lot of resources, so let me help you, okay? So you have to be willing to accept the help.
Oh God.
Can you wake her up for me?
Goodness.
Alright, so I'm Amanda with the Department of Child Safety.
Next
I don't know if
day.
you remember me or not, but I had you back in 2019. Yeah. You remember?
Yeah, well, you were the first one.
I was your first investigator, yes ma'am.
Ew.
Okay, so we got a report about some things going on here. So I know you met with Jessica last night?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what's going on?
Well, last night I was asleep. I'd woken up and he had been yelling about something, but I didn't understand.
In your neck?
Yeah, this is Dad.
Was he asked to leave this property last night?
Yeah, and he came back this morning.
Is he allowed to be back?
Bro.
Okay, so you guys got in an argument last night?
Mm-hmm.
About what?
I'm not real sure. The only thing I got out of it was that I was in Dad's room.
Okay.
Because he wanted us both out. But by yelling at us, we just wanted to stay because we didn't feel comfortable.
Okay. So what's going on with the house? Like, it doesn't look real good.
No.
What's going on with all the little fires everywhere?
That box back there.
Right, but there's burned stuff everywhere. Does the house frequently?
Dude. This is a thing that meth addicts do, bro. They like to play with pyro. I don't know why. I'm not sure exactly why that situation is, but they really enjoy pyrotechnics. So I guess, if its shoe fits.
You can put down with him, just suppress it.
So what do you guys use for discipline for him?
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
we don't do that. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
No, look at me. I will think about it. You guys stop me. You can.
Are we gonna get bugged?
You're a good kid.
Wait, is that contagious?
Is he wearing diapers? He's a grown kid. What is his shoe? Bro, this is evil, man. This is disgusting. Why are they treating this cute like this, dude? He deserves better than this.
I want to explain to you, but I have it on
Okay, so what's up with all the marks on him? So he's got all kinds of cuts and sores and you
Oh
guys have
my
bed bugs or
gosh.
No, he's kind of klutzy with his mom.
Okay, well some of these are like bites. They look kind of like bites and stuff. So like.
Yeah, we're thinking ears. I'm trying to get you fixed out of it. That's the problem. When you have someone putting you down, it's hard to stay up. It's hard to be a good person.
What are you talking about?
Also indicates that you're in a relationship with Grandpa.
No.
Are you guys in a sexual relationship?
No, he thinks of it. It's not like that.
Huh?
My dad feeds. He gives me cigarettes. He has a bed. I can just crawl in and be.
Your dad needs to give you cigarettes so you lay up in bed with him? Oh, stuff a lot. Allah Akbar! Abdul, get the rocks.
If there's no pallet made, if you just sleep on the couch, you just have to curl up on the floor. There.
Junior sleep.
With Grandpa.
Okay. So everybody's sleeping with Grandpa?
Not everybody.
Well, you said you do and he does.
Oh my God. What does that mean? What does that mean, dude? This is so unhinged, man. Oh, God. I get it. You guys gonna sit there, you're gonna make fun of us and say we're watermelon felons. But what's this? Is this better than being a watermelon felon? I don't think so, bro. I really don't.
Time to sleep.
The room back there.
So what room are you sleeping in?
Usually I sleep in the living room, but when it's me, I go to Grandpa's room.
Alright, can I do a walkthrough of the house?
Sure.
You wanna go follow Mom? Or you want me to go?
Let's you go.
He's gonna eat shit. Don't fall through the floor, Amanda, when you get in there.
Okay. So where's the food that you guys have?
Here I'm right now. What are you doing?
How do you sleep on the couch when it's like that?
I usually don't. I have to curl up on the floor. That's why I've been sleeping somewhere.
Like a possum. Interesting. Just to curl up on the floor. Can I get this as the thumbnail? Can we try to use this as the thumbnail? Oh my God, bro. She looks decrepit. Why does she look like that? Oh, she looks crazy, dude. I can't lie to you. But you guys, you know what? Like, I'm not a monster, bro. I can have empathy for people, right? But then once it gets out of hand like this, then it's kind of like we kind of have to. You need outside help, right?
So sometimes I just have to clear up the chair and sleep in it, and I get bit too. There's things that have been biting me. I'm not sure what, but.
So, I know from my understanding last night, Jessica came out here from DCS. She told you guys to clean up. So, has this been cleaned up?
Not exactly. After everything.
Not in the slightest.
His dad is the one this morning.
But hey, she's trying to plead the case that she did clean it up. But you know what? I think you missed the spot, shorty.
What did I miss? Okay, so where's Dad at? So I can talk to Dad.
I have no clue.
Oh, is it okay?
This is Grandpa's room where they all sleep, apparently.
Where do you sleep, buddy?
I just wait to go sleep. Alright.
Grandpa sleeping?
Yeah. That's what I was doing.
You know where Brandon's at?
Yeah, just that.
Okay, cool. Hi, Brandon. Can I talk to you outside for a few minutes?
I was just clearing my camera so you're aware I'm recording myself.
Oh, okay. So the department received a report. So we were out last night. You weren't here, so I'm going to go over your rights with you first, okay? So DCS has no legal authority to compel or make you cooperate with our investigation or to accept any services, but it is our hope that by working together we can ensure your family has what it needs.
All right, okay.
If at any time you don't want to talk to me, you can tell me to go away and I have to.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. If we were to get with my mom and want to move to where she lives in Missouri and stay with her till we get on her feet, is that going to be something we're able to do?
So, I mean, I got to go over your rights with you before I can talk about anything, okay? So you have to know your rights before I can talk about anything, okay? So DCS has no legal authority to compel or make you cooperate with our investigation or to accept any services, but it is our hope that by working together we can ensure your family has what it needs. If at any time that I felt that your child was unsafe, I do have the authority to petition the juvenile court for a determination of child safety services. Your refusal to cooperate does not in itself form a basis. Yeah, those shoes are entirely too big for him.
Bro, that is crazy. Man's is wearing Shaquille O'Neal sneakers, bro. What's up with that?
Does he have shoes of his own? Can we put shoes of his own on him?
He does, but I have to find him, and that...
Oh, man.
It's hard to...
So if at any time that I felt that your child was unsafe, I do have the authority to petition the juvenile court. Your refusal to
Yeah,
cooperate
I
does
think
not
that's
in itself
right
form a
now,
basis.
isn't
You
it?
have to take
I
care
think
of
that's right
custody.
I'll be
now.
better off without those on, so why don't we take them off?
All right, let's see what happens here.
Get on our feet.
And how do you think that can happen?
I think I do. It's like this is good.
When's the last time you had a job?
Last time I had a job was over 3 years ago.
When's the last time Tisa had a job?
That's a good question.
They're all living off of grandma's $1,000 a month social security check, but they don't have, like, there's no food. Like, I couldn't see any food in that house. Okay, guys, so I talked with my supervisor, and we've got a lot of concerns we need to get figured out.
What, baby? I'm sad. I know you're sad, honey. But look, Grandma will get her house done, and then we'll work with these people and get you back, okay? Oh. Yeah, you have to be a good boy when you go to Grandma's, okay? Grandma will do everything she can to get you back, okay? I love you.
I'm going to get you set up for drug testing.
Oh, wow. So the kid is done. They took the kid away, dude. And who did they arrest? It looks like they arrested somebody here. You're not, like, what's going on? Oh, man, come on. This video is...
Yeah.
They didn't arrest anybody. They just put the kid away. Oh. Who's this?
On your own recognizance, but it's very important that you stay updated on these things, okay? Because that's a felony. It's a serious one, right?
Oh, I didn't know how you.
Bro, the mom doesn't even know how to feed herself, bro. She's high on meth or whatever sort of drugs or narcotics that she's on, bro. This is a very sad. It's sad to see that, like, there's situations like this. That this is obviously one situation that was caught on camera, but there's multiple situations where we don't even know what's going on. This could be happening to hundreds of thousands, if even millions of children in America or maybe around the world that are just being poorly just neglected. Yikes, bro. I really... I hope Allah guides her and she can be a better mother, and I hope Allah guides this kid and that he is blessed and has nothing but blessings in his life, man. You guys, that was a hard one. That was a hard one to watch. That was tough. That was not good. I didn't like that video. That really, These cop videos, bro, they give me a lot of distress. They give me a lot of distress, bro. It's just like, you know? It's like, what am I supposed to do? Distressed. Nothing but distress, you know? Well, such is life, I guess, you know? All right, well, let's get into our video of today. Well, I briefly, before we end the stream, we have to get into the end. xCephasx content, guys. Oh my god, I gotta fix my hair, dude. It's pissing me off, my hair. Okay, so for today's final video, the idea of overthinking, right? The only way you can actually truly beat overthinking and anxiety is by doing action. Now, when people come to overthink, realistically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to control the situation. As opposed to letting things happen, overthinking makes you be like, oh, I want to control this, I want to do that. It's another form of OCD, right? And then it just causes more anxiety because you're worried now about the outcome. which in turn you're creating excess potential energy for something. So this is why they always say have the thought and the idea and then let it go to be able to let the thing come to you. You have to create space for it, right? So a lot of people who overthink, I'm unfortunately one of those people. I can overthink sometimes, but what I have found that alleviates me from my overthinking is prayer, exercise, and also just doing so much action that there's no time to think. The same thing that who's the guy? The guy in Top Gun who's talking to Maverick, which is Tom Cruise's character. He tells them that when we're flying up that high, in that altitude, in these fighter jets, there's no time to think. You need to be so prepared and following your gut instincts. You don't have time to think about your next action. It almost has to be instinctual at that speed. And because just think of it, one slight error, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're finished. Right? There's no time to overthink. Oh, where is he going to be? You know, you have to make all these minute critical calculations in real time, very quickly, or else your life is over. So think about life that way. The idea of if you're not growing, you're dying, right? In the words of the great Bob Dylan. So you always need to be taking the right steps forward to do. Even if you stumble and fall, and you have to use crutches to continue the journey, keep walking. Eventually, Allah will put his hand on you and bless you and heal you, and then you will come out of the situation better, right? A lot of people are just like overthinking. Oh, I don't know if I want to make the first step. I don't know. Just get stepping. Get stepping, and God, Allah himself, will direct the movement. He will direct you in the right places you need to go as long as you have faith in him. Do you not have faith in Allah? Do you not have faith in God or Jesus, whoever y'all be looking at? But you have to have faith in something, because trying to have faith in yourself, it's not working, dude. We're too flawed. We're too flawed as human beings, bro. It doesn't really make any sense. So I hope you guys can get out of your anxiety and just go do stuff, bro. Whatever it is that you're pursuing, take action every single day, even if it's just one thing. I personally like to bombard myself with a bunch of things, and that really keeps me out of my own head. But whatever works for you guys, man. Because clearly we're in this generation now where there's too much thinking. The depression is getting out of hand. And that's it, guys. W-Stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in for today's stream. As per usual, jump into the Discord. Drop your videos that you want me to recommend in the Discord. I really had fun today, man. I'm really excited. There's been a lot of things that I've been doing. I'm back in the studio now, back to making music again. It's just action. I don't know what's going to happen, but, bro, may Allah guide me, bro, and may Allah guide each and every single last one of you. I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything, and I appreciate you guys for being able to make me into a content creator, streamer, guy, whatever artistic endeavor I want to indulge in. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to actually make my living like this. I couldn't have asked for anything else, bro. This is so, like, God blessed. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat time.